All right, let's get right into it. We are cracking open the official records to give you the real, unfiltered story on what's happening in Forney, Texas. So, if you're one of those people who still thinks Forney is just some sleepy little town on the edge of the Metroplex, well, you're going to want to pay very close attention. Because the records from just the first quarter of 2026 show a city that is making some seriously aggressive, calculated power moves. And the proof? Oh, it's in the brands. You see, the city isn't just growing. No, it is being actively targeted by national giants. First up, Costco. We're talking city council minutes from both February and March confirming public improvements and formal agreements with Costco Wholesale. This thing is officially in motion. Then you've got H-E-B. Back in January's council meeting, the city formally accepted the public improvements for the H-E-B project. That is another massive anchor locked in. And they didn't stop there. In April, an agreement got the green light with Tractor Supply Co. for their new location, just adding even more retail muscle. And of course, the city also signed off on improvements for a new Crunch Fitness in March. You know things are getting serious when major lifestyle brands like this start showing up. So here's the crucial point. This isn't just some random, haphazard growth. This is a deliberate, strategic influx of major retail and service brands, and they all got the go-ahead in just the first few months of the year. So the big question is, how is Forney attracting all these players? Well, they are actively changing the rules of the game, and believe me, some of these decisions are creating some serious waves. Just listen to this quote, pulled straight from the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. They're talking about substantially increasing the minimum lot size. This reveals a huge policy shift. They're not just focused on getting new stores, they're fundamentally changing the city's residential blueprint. And you can see the impact of that shift right here. The old way was standard, higher density subdivisions. The new rule, they're pushing for estate-style development. In March, the commission actually approved a whole new zoning district with a 1-acre minimum lot size. This is a game-changing move to control density and, let's be honest, drive up property values. But it's not a total free-for-all. The records show there's clear debate and even division on some of these projects. It really highlights the tension that's bubbling up under the surface of all this transformation. Take the January P&Z meeting, for example. A permit for a new club car wash came up. Sounds simple, right? Well, it only passed by a razor-thin 4-3 vote, and that was after residents actually showed up to speak out against it, complaining about traffic and what they called oversaturation. Okay, so let's move on to the money, because this is the fuel for this fire. Big changes require big incentives, right? Well, Forney is absolutely putting its money where its mouth is. A perfect example is something called Project Core. It's an incentive agreement with a company named ExoTexas LLC, and it's designed specifically to bring a new entrepreneur into the city. The Forney Economic Development Corporation started things off by approving a $30,000 incentive, just as a new business entrepreneur grant. Then they threw in another $50,000 for facade and interior improvements. And they topped it all off with another $50,000 for redevelopment. All told, that's a potential package of $130,000 for just one project. And yes, the City Council formally approved the whole deal in February. So, what does this all mean when you put it together? It's time to connect the dots. Looking at all the Q1 records, you can see a crystal clear 3-part strategy emerge. First, attract the giants. Get your Costcos and your H-E-Bs. Second, control the growth. Rewrite the zoning laws to favor lower density and higher property values. And third, fund the future. Use targeted cash incentives to accelerate development exactly where you want it. Look, Forney is no longer just another suburb. It's a boom town in the making. The moves made in just the first quarter of 2026 have set the stage for a truly dramatic transformation, which leaves us all with one crucial question for its future.